Hey, what's going on, guys? It's xJawz, and today bringing you guys a game of Headquarters on Bailout. And the first thing I want to let you guys know really quick is that I uploaded this game a couple hours ago, and then removed it because, well, I'll explain that in a little bit later. I'll explain that later in the video. But anyway, have only ever uploaded one other Headquarters game, and that was the day that the new map pack came out. And when that video came out, I was just talking about the new map pack and not really any tactics for Headquarters. And I've only ever uploaded one Bailout game, and that was a dual commentary with one of my friends, FPS Russia, and we didn't really talk any strategy in that video. So basically, I want to use this video to talk about both of those things, along with two other subjects to talk about towards the end of the video. So it's going to be a good commentary, hopefully. Anyway, let's start out with Bailout. Obviously, I'm a little bit late to the party. It's about a month old for the Xbox guys. But, you know, Bailout, everybody compares it to Broadcast, or most people do. Broadcast was a Call of Duty 4 map pack map, and that was much more balanced than this map right here. This map has very little map symmetry, and like I said, very little map balance. It's got a lot of windows and windowsills and apartment buildings you can go up and sit in. It's really not good. It basically just gives anybody with an assault rifle and claymores the huge advantage because, you know, like I said, they just sit up in the windows and wait for people to run across the map. And basically, I really hate, I don't hate it, but if I'm actually trying to do well, I'm going to be using that tactic. So, I mean, if I record a video of me using that tactic, and even if I went like 35-0, I wouldn't want to upload that simply because it's not a very it's not very entertaining. You know what I mean? And I try and bring you guys entertaining gameplay, and that actually reminds me of one other subject I want to talk about really quickly, and that's that I'm trying to bring you guys really entertaining gameplay, and a lot of the time you guys tell me that I don't go for the objective, and trust me, I'm well aware of that, and this is not how I would play a game if I was just not recording videos, if I was actually playing the game for fun, simply because when I'm trying to get entertaining gameplay, I'd say the majority of you guys would rather see kills than flag captures or headquarters captures or bomb plants, etc., etc. So just keep that in mind when you watch my videos. Don't immediately think of me as somebody who's 100% kill whore. It's just when I'm recording videos, I like to get a lot of kills. So anyway, Headquarters. Time to talk some Headquarters strategy. Headquarters, today I'm using a submachine gun, and I would recommend always using a submachine gun when you're playing Headquarters, because the Headquarters is usually going to be in buildings, and if it's in a building, it's usually in a small room, and an assault rifle isn't going to work so well because obviously, small room in a building, you guys know what I mean. My secondary today is the SPAS 12 with foregrip, and I would recommend using the SPAS 12 when you're playing Headquarters because, like I said, the Headquarters is going to be in a small room, and you can usually one-hit kill people with your shotgun. They're usually going to be within close quarters, which, you know, works out great when you're using a shotgun. So obviously my favorite is the SPAS 12. The Rangers actually work pretty decent depending on the area. Some Headquarters are a little bit bigger than others, which is why I like to use the SPAS 12 rather than the Rangers. But it's all up to preference, you know what I mean? What else? All right, so that's mainly my Headquarters strategy, and like I said, I said three things about God, I'm getting all flustered here. But I wouldn't use an 11 kill streak when you're playing Headquarters because the Headquarters is in buildings, in rooms, and, you know, people are constantly going for the objective. I mean, 90% of the game there's a Headquarters on the map, so just wouldn't recommend using an 11 kill streak. So that's my little Headquarters strategy, and now for the two other subjects. One you guys might like, one you guys might not like. So, number one, I got my xJawz count back. So that's pretty awesome, guys. I'm very happy that I got it back. It only took them 6 or 7 days. It didn't take them the full 14 that they said it would take. So that's pretty awesome, I guess. And now for the subject that might piss a lot of people off. Well, like I said, I removed the video that I uploaded earlier because what I said was, well, first of all, I have to say this, guys, and I don't like to talk about my life a lot of the time. I've said that before, and there's definitely one subject you shouldn't ever go on talking about, but even though you might live in a really, really nice house, doesn't mean you're rich, especially after the past 2 or 3 years of the economy collapsing. So I just want you guys to understand that, all right, I'm not going to go into much details, but if my dad owns his own business, and if you own your own business, then the economy is going to affect you the worst. So my dad doesn't work on a salary or, anything like that. He owns his own business. So that is why I'm not really rich anymore. And the reason I'm saying this is because I had said to you guys in the video I had up earlier that if you wanted to donate to me to get a PS3, it was not for money that I needed. It wasn't going to be something I used for like anything other than getting a PS3, and most people were kind of upset with that. So I've decided, instead of asking for donations, I'll take down that video, and if you guys download this toolbar, I'm going to need a lot of downloads for me to get a PS3. Just download this toolbar. It helps me out. It gives me like 10 cents, and then after a couple thousand downloads, maybe 1,000 downloads, if that, I can make actually a fair amount of money that I can use towards getting a PS3. So please download my toolbar, and here's a little bonus clip. And by the way, link is in the description for the toolbar. Watch this.